the no-fee stress policy. We've costed it. And we approximate that for all first-year students in public tertiary institutions, it should cost anywhere between 270 to about 290 million Ghana cedis.
You are welcome to the Political Round with me, The Voice, right here on Ghana Nsem TV. Please remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, and to turn on the notifications so that anytime videos of this nature are uploaded, you'll be notified. And 13th January 2025, there was a vetting in Parliament, and the vetting was for 3 nominees of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. One was for the Ministry of Finance, the other one was for Energy, and lastly, Ministry of Justice and the Attorney General. Now, after the vetting, or during the vetting, one of the key issues which came up during the vetting is a question was asked the Minister of Finance designate Ayato Forsen, say, no fee stress. Promise John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, make it during the election campaigns. They say, Obia Obeko University, Biana Tertiary, Bia Ghana, no. Starting this January, no, a free amount for level 100. Ebeba Sudie. Na, Ato Forsen, Obeya, no, or see, on to me, because he's yet to get to the ministry and know whatever is happening there, and so he cannot say for sure, say, there no fee stress in whether to start this year or not. And that got a lot of Ghanaians thinking and say, have we been scammed by the NDC? I'm beginning to believe, say, the statement after elections, no campaign, no, it was made purposely because of NDC. Why am I saying that? During the campaign, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, he made certain statement very clear. Number one, Oka say Akufo-Addo was wasting money, and that there was a particular year in which Akufo-Addo spent over almost 69 million Ghana cedis on his travels. And if that money is reduced, he can get some monies there towards a no fees stress. Again, Oka say, office, there was a cabinet retreat, and in that cabinet retreat, the money that was spent on the whole cabinet retreat at the presidency was almost 5 million Ghana cedis. And so Obelevi again say, if that money is spent judiciously, and I say if budget and other stuff are done, they can cut on the waste in the system. Now the third thing, His Excellency John Mahama Kai say, the budget allocation for the office of the president, the office is currently occupying, it is 2 billion Ghana cedis. Now, out of that 2 billion Ghana cedis, he has surveyed and they have calculated, they have seen, say, the no fee stress, it will take just about 270 to 290 million Ghana cedis. And then that 270 to 290 million Ghana cedis, it can be taken from the 2 billion Ghana cedis, the budget for office of the president. So, the icing on the cake, His Excellency John Mahama say, it is constitutional. Free tertiary, constitutional, and he quoted Article 25. So, according to Article 25 of our Constitution, progressively free tertiary education, it is there, and so it beckons on government to do it. Now, with all these things, I believe, say, it contributed to the votes that John Mahama got in the election. So people believe, say, indeed, tertiary education can be free, and because of the costing that has been done by NDC and that has been brought to bear by His Excellency Mahama, it was going to happen. Now, the last promise that His Excellency made was that it was going to begin this very January, before the elections. Okay, say, starting this January, no fee stress, payment of school fees for all tertiary students. In fact, they asked Pablo, the national organizer of NDC, say, is it for all tertiaries? Now, first, okay, say there be technical university in count. But later on Metro TV, Beka say, oh, sana, na junior say, TVET asem in sem na omuka enti. They say, technical universities and all of them are part of the no fee stress. They made all these points clear. Now, so Ghanaians are shocked and surprised, say, Obi Okoye finance minister, And he is the one supposed to now sign. When they approve him, he will be signing. They go ahead and say, oh, whichever money is in this account, use it to pay for the no fee stress.
You know, there are many cases where I've seen students who have been offered admission, but who have not been able to take their places in university because their families simply cannot afford to pay the fees. There was a case of a medical student in Upper East region who was working on the farm. He had passed with A's throughout, and he was called to medical school. But he was on the farm with his parents and couldn't go to take up his admission because he couldn't afford the fees. There are many other students like that. You think 2,500 cedis or something is small. For some families to be able to put 2,500 cedis together is a real struggle. And so we don't want, especially in the first year, when the students are coming in for the first time, for them to go through what we call fee stress. And that's why we call it a no fee stress policy. And so we're saying that we can absorb the academic facilitator user fees, but it will not affect the subventions of government to the universities and institutions of higher learning. The subvention from government has kept declining. We're going to increase the subvention, but apart from that, we're going to make sure that the university gets their subvention on time so that they can balance their budgets. And we've costed it. And we approximate that for all first-year students in public tertiary institutions, it should cost anywhere between 270 to about 290 million Ghana cedis. Let me tell you something. The president, a few years ago, his travel budget for traveling in 9 months amounted to 69 million Ghana cedis. They held one cabinet retreat at the presidency, one cabinet retreat. You know how much it cost? It cost almost 5 million Ghana cedis for a cabinet retreat. There is so much waste in the system. And even if you look at the Office of President budget alone, you'll be able to cut to raise enough money to pay fees, academic facility user fees for all level 100 students. Because that thing you see there, when you go to Accra, the building, it's called the Office of the President. You know the budget? 2 billion cedis every year. 2 billion cedis. It's even now that IMF has come, they've cut it down. At a point, it used to be 3-point-something billion cedis every year. Fee stress of our students who are coming first year into university, I think that it can be done. And it is constitutional, because let me read the constitutional provision to you. Just the same way free SHS was done. It says here in Article 25 of the 1992 Constitution, it says that higher education shall be made equally accessible to all on the basis of capacity by any appropriate means, and in particular by progressive introduction of free education at the tertiary level. It's here. It's in the Constitution. So just absorbing those fees, I think that we can do it by cutting down on waste and cutting down on corruption. We spent $58 million to dig a pit, the most expensive pit in the world. $58 million could have more than paid the fees of all first years. And so it can be done, and we'll do it.
And it is because of that no fee stress that many of the universities up to now have not released their admission list. And already is delaying the calendar, academic calendar, because of just one promise. You told the universities that this was going to happen in January. So they were waiting for President Mahama to take over and then give a directive as to the next course for action. Say, oh, Admit all people into level 100. Don't take school fees from them. My government is going to pay. That is all the universities are waiting for. So for the finance minister now to say, or he doesn't know if yes or no is going to happen this year. We all remember Akufo-Addo. Akufo-Addo in his first year as president, onya take year up now and okay say free senior high school starting this year. And so everybody was clear in their mind, say free senior high school was going to begin. And in the first year of free senior high school, some 300,000 students access that. I don't think, say, the people who are going to our tertiaries this year, I'm not sure they even are up to 300,000. If somebody has done this 8 years ago, then I'm struggling to see whichever excuse that His Excellency John Dramani Mahama now has to tell us, no fee stress, no, they cannot start this year. We have said it over and over again that Adien untimi nya embe kasa obetimi aye. Eba no sano ase ye 419 bisa. Na oman so no timi fa 419 rule oman and I say e lead oman nim. Enye 419 asem. Na campaign promises nso no enye se metimi aye na se mintimi nye. Once the people vote for you, you must do it. Essence a social contract with the people. And if you don't do it, what it means is say you have deceived the people, and it is enough ground for impeachment. And there are two options for the NDC. Either you do the things you promise the Ghanaian people, or you just leave power and let's do elections again. Because you cannot deceive the poor. And they say for admission, and I say admissions they are coming to release in the coming weeks. No? Now people didn't have money who got money to apply just because they believe say John Mahama was going to come to pay their school fees. You know? They are going to lose their admissions or what? What exactly is the course of action? I've never seen Ghana at such a standstill like now before. Never ever seen. We don't know the future of anything. Buffer stock does not know say if they should release food to the senior high schools or not, if government is still going to use them or not. IPPs don't know if they should release power to ECG or not. ECG doesn't know if they should still go ahead with its working or they are going to be privatized. Like everything just on hold under John Dramani Mahama. Is this the reset Ghanaians voted for? Please, no fee stress must take effect this January. Doesn't office of the presidency have a budget? Even a temporary budget that was approved, the budget for office of the president is part of it. So you said that was where you were going to get the money for no fee stress. Get the money. You said it was a constitutional mandate. So please, you must all abide by the constitution. We didn't force you. We did not come up with the policy for you. We did not come up with the promise for you. You went yourself, you dig into the constitution and said, this was what we were going to do. Akufo-Addo is remembered for free senior high school. You also want to be remembered for free tertiary. And that is the course of action. And that is what the people are demanding now. No fee stress now. This has been a political round with me, The Voice, right here on Ghana and Sem TV. Please like, comment, subscribe, share. Turn on the notification that anytime videos of this nature are uploaded, you'll be notified. Until then, bye-bye. See you in the next one. Cheers.